Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we're going to talk about what's likely to happen. We'll talk about the projections of what will occur if the Republican Party does not raise the debt ceiling. The new projections are out. There are three different types. One goes over just running right up to the brink because the economic damage starts before we actually default. The other is like a brief default, and then there's like the doomsday scenario for a protracted default. And we're just going to keep it simple, focusing on numbers that people actually care about. Okay? And I know somebody's going to have a problem with the way I said that. Yeah, it's up to the Republicans. Why do Republicans have to raise the debt ceiling? Why is it their fault? Because they control the House. They tried to use the debt ceiling as leverage for their budget, but then they sent a budget to Biden that Republicans don't even want. You can't ask him to negotiate when you don't even want what you told him. You have one faction of the Republican Party that's saying the budget that was sent up, that's the floor. They want even bigger cuts. And you have another faction of the Republican Party saying they don't want the cuts that they voted for in that budget. They're not serious people. They tried to use the debt ceiling as leverage. The only reason they're still acting like that budget is real is to trick the people who still believe them. Okay, so what happens if this runs right up to the brink? The economic penalties begin. A lot of them are things that for the average person doesn't really matter a whole lot. Doesn't seem to anyway. But the number that is going to matter, 200,000 people lose their jobs because they can't get their act together. If there is a default, a short one, about 500,000 people lose their jobs. The doomsday scenario, where there's a protracted default, about 8 million, more than, lose their jobs. All three begin a recessionary period. Now, what's important to remember is that if the debt ceiling isn't raised, the government can't do anything to soften a blow from a recession because they don't have any money. So those are the key parts I think people actually care about. McCarthy tried. He tried to use it as leverage. If you're a Republican, rest assured he actually made the attempt. But it's over now. It is over. The people who voted for this budget, a whole lot of them are already telling their constituents that they didn't want it, that it was just a symbol. Biden can't negotiate from a symbol. It's what McCarthy wanted, but he failed. He didn't get what he wanted. They are running out of time to play their games. The brinksmanship part of this, it starts in like 3 weeks? They don't have time for this. If this happens, rest assured, the blame will rest with the Republican Party. Any hopes they have of going anywhere in 2024, they're gone. There's no way that they're going to be able to spin it as, well, Biden didn't raise the debt ceiling. Biden can't raise the debt ceiling. They have to do it. Well, we would have done it if he negotiated with us about a budget that we're on record not wanting. Doesn't make sense. They have to make their move, and they have to do it quick. Or the Senate will move forward with its plan, or the House will move forward with the Democrats in the House, and they'll just try to peel off a few Republicans who care more about your job than they do their party. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.